It's 5 o'clock and time for Wiregrass Strong. The new coronavirus epidemic is a big problem that's expected to become bigger in the weeks and months to come. For those who are infected as well as those trying to avoid infection, these are trying times. But amid all the doom and gloom, there are some positive stories, positive messages, and reasons to remain hopeful. So every afternoon at this time, your Wiregrass Radio family of stations will come together while staying apart to help you stay informed. We're going to be seeking your input. If you're a business impacted by the virus, call and let the Wiregrass know what you are doing to continue safely providing your services or goods. And if you're a parent working hard to take care of your family, we'd love to hear how you are coping. Remember, only the facts, no hearsay or rumors, and we're trying to keep things positive. Our number is 334-699-1053, or you can join us on YouTube Live, and you can chat throughout the program. It is a Wiregrass Strong for a Wednesday afternoon, and we're working on week 6 of Wiregrass Strong. And if you'd asked me back on week 1, we might have said, "Yeah, we're going to do this for a couple of weeks, get everybody informed, and then we'll go back to normal programming." But we appreciate your patience, folks. It's 30 minutes out of your day, and I know you count on us for some great music on our 4 radio stations, but thank you for giving us this 30 minutes so we can bring you important information from around the Wiregrass. This half hour brought to you as a public service of Knight's Record Service. Big or small, they do it all. 899-3257, Ashford, Dothan, and Headland. You can count on Knight's Record Service. We're broadcasting on our 4 FM radio stations, WESP, WECB, and WJRL Dothan, and WBBK Blakely Dothan, and also streaming live on Facebook at B1053. And our YouTube channel with a live stream is Wiregrass Radio, 2 separate words, Wiregrass Radio on YouTube. On our panel today, we have a good lineup. We've got Dave, half of Pollard and Dave from B1053 Mornings. Good afternoon, Dave.
Good afternoon, Brother Ricky. Thanks for having me.
We had a great show yesterday, didn't we, Dave?
We did. We talked with some local business owners here and about the prospects of what the governor talked about late yesterday morning.
Absolutely. We're going to talk more about that today with our other guest, Cliff Mendham. And Cliff is with the Dothan Area Chamber of Commerce. Cliff, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Brother Ricky. Thank you for having me.
Good to have you here. And also with us is Daniel Lewis of Premier Entertainment Group, a staple in these parts for sound reinforcement, live sound, DJing. They cover just about everything. Daniel, good to have you here.
I appreciate you having us again.
And just to give us a hint, Daniel, what are we going to be talking about today?
This Friday night, we got live from downtown, our virtual concert series. This has been going on bi-weekly, and we've got it in with Wiregrass 211, the organization here, and doing a lot of stuff to raise money for them. And it's going to be another big, good Friday night, I hope, to have some entertainment for everybody who has to stay at home right now.
Absolutely. Well, we certainly appreciate that, and we look forward to it as well. Obviously, the 800-pound elephant in the room, that's a small elephant when you come to think about it. The 800-pound elephant, that would be anyway, is Governor Kay Ivey's Safer at Home update yesterday, an order yesterday from the state. And basically, it cracked the door just a little bit at 50% occupancy for local retailers. What are you hearing today, Cliff, from retailers here in the Wiregrass?
Well, I think that the retailers are certainly pleased that they're able to get open and somewhat back to business. It's certainly going to be better than having the doors closed altogether, obviously. But we want to get back to fully normal, or whatever that new normal is. And I'm glad to hear and see that the governor is putting the burden on the business owner to take whatever precautions are necessary to stay safe. I mean, I think that most people are going to do what needs to be done to keep their staff, their employees, and their own families safe while we deal with this virus crisis.
Dave and I were talking with several retailers yesterday. We had a great retail roundtable here on Wiregrass Strong, and I'll let Dave elaborate on it, but we came away with an incredible feeling of security and safety after hearing the way they're prepping their businesses.
You're right, Brother Ricky. It was very comforting to listen to the three business owners yesterday talk about how they're taking it so seriously, because it's their lives and their business at stake, so they don't want things to go wrong. And it was just very comforting to hear. Very encouraging.
It certainly was. We hope, I'm hearing maybe there's no sense in throwing out a date or a time, because we already know Governor Kay Ivey said we're not working on dates, we're working on information, and we're working on the safety of Alabama citizens. But wouldn't it be nice that in the next week or two, perhaps we can open some restaurants and some nail salons and some things of that nature?
Yeah.
I need a haircut.
We were all talking before we came on and about how all of us could use a haircut, to say the least. Tired of wearing hats, and I actually tried to cut my own hair and did not do a very good job. Had a big chunk taken out. So absolutely, a little bit of normalcy is going to go a long, long way with everything we've been facing over the past few weeks.
So you're saying that the big gap that's in your hair can be seen from within 6 feet, huh?
Let's see. If you look close enough, it's actually starting to grow back out at this point. But my COVID cut did not go well when I tried to cut my hair for the first time ever.
So
I hope it's the last time ever, too.
I got to wonder, you spend a lot of time with local area business owners, crew chiefs and whatnot. What's your overall feeling? How are they reacting? Are they ready to go? Are they taking all the precautions that that everybody's going to be asking about?
Well, and I assume you're talking about the ones that are opening up. Absolutely. I mean, they're ready to go. They've been ready to go. And then, of course, you've got the businesses that are not able to open. And I mean, there's a lot of concern and consternation just about them being able to stay in business. I mean, the longer we go where they cannot do any business at all, the more of a concern it is as to whether or not they're going to be able to remain in business as we move forward. But like you guys said earlier, I'm a business owner. I'm an attorney here in Dothan. I'm the managing partner at my law firm. And, we do a lot of real estate closings. And despite the fact that we are, quote, an essential business, we still made the option and chose to do our real estate closings in the parking lot. I mean, we had on PPE, mask, and just trying to take it serious and show any of our clients and customers that we are taking this serious. And I feel like the vast majority of businesses, as they're allowed to open the door and get back to business, are going to take it serious like that and do what they need to do so that they can get back to doing some business and try to, stay in business and keep their doors open just like the rest of us.
I know that when speaking with the retailers yesterday, we all had that feeling of, probably do a better job than some of the larger stores. So we always kind of felt, me and my wife always kind of felt that a smaller retail shop had better control over their social distancing, also better control over the cleanliness of their business and safety. And we feel very, very secure in knowing that all of the shops that may open their doors tomorrow afternoon at 5 or probably Friday, we look forward to going and shopping, and we urge everybody in the Wiregrass to get out and shop local. Please.
Got to follow the rules now. You got to follow the rules, Ricky.
Absolutely. And that's certainly important. Shop local. I mean, that's the best way that you can support your community, support these small businesses. They're the heartbeat of our local economy, and we got to make sure we do everything we can to keep them in business and keep them around, keep them viable.
Hey, they are us. Without them, we're all going to suffer. So we've all got to pull together in this. And speaking of pulling together, it's not all new orders from the state capitol in Montgomery. It's there's bright sides to things, and we had a great live from downtown a couple of weeks ago. And Daniel, want to tell us about the first one?
Yeah, well, this is the third week we've been doing.
Oh, I just cut him off. There he goes. I'm sorry. Go ahead, man.
Whenever everything got shut down, I mean, we pretty much went on to a standstill. And instead of just having to stop work, we thought, what innovative ways could we keep going or keep trying to provide some entertainment and for other people. And so that's where the Live from Downtown idea started. It's become a brand for Premier Entertainment. And luckily on the first one, we were able to partner with Foster Fest to kind of substitute in for people not being able to go to Foster Fest. And then after that, we've just been keeping going and doing them every other week. And 2 weeks ago, we had the Free Falling Flamingos, a local band here. They were amazing. They were a fun party band, rock band. I feel like everybody had a good time. And we've all been trying, and so we finally were able to lock down, and we got with Wiregrass 211 nonprofit organization. And so we're actually working with them for this one. All the profits for everything that's brought in money-wise for the digital tip jars that you see online, sponsorship packages that we're offering, anything, all the profits for that go straight to them. We're going to be pushing the Love Dothan campaign. We have merchandise. We're going to tell people how to get it and buy it and purchase it, because I know money from all that goes to Wiregrass 211. So, and also, usually we have the lights and everything on behind me. And you've seen the original film studio. Well, we tore everything down, like completely. We started over because luckily, this has been doing really good. And we've been having some small bookings here and there. We've done things for churches and some acoustic artists, and we've had jazz musicians. We've done audition videos for singers going to college, all kind of different entertainment we've been able to record and live stream. So we kind of wanted to give it a more permanent home. So this is completely different. It's going to be a brand new setup. It's going to be I feel like a bigger show, a bigger produced show. It's going to be an amazing show. So this Friday is not only special because we are partnering with Wiregrass 211, but we are also unveiling a brand new PEG film studio.
That's exciting.
Well, who is going to be your entertainment, your live entertainment this Friday night?
This Friday night, we'll have the DJs from our DJ company, Premier Mobile DJ, as always. But then we have Blackberry Breeze. They're out of Auburn. They played at Foster Fest before. They travel all around the Southeast. Amazing group of guys. They're going to be fun. They're high energy. It's going to be another one of those situations where hopefully you'll put it on your TV or wherever you listen to it at home, and you do not want to sit down for the whole 2 hours.
That's awesome.
Well, it's great to watch. If you watch it on your phone, that's not bad. If you can get it on a computer screen, it's even better with some computer speakers. But if you can get it up on your home entertainment on the big screen and get it coming through your sound system,
that's right.
These guys are rocking on a Friday night, and we certainly look forward to it. The first one they had, I was over there socially distanced way back in the back of the warehouse. He
snuck in the back door for a little bit and just sat down.
For a little while, and you guys were having a blast, and y'all were maintaining your space, and the entertainers maintained their space. And
we strike out everything. We make sure everything's marked accordingly. And like I said, we run essential staff plus band. There's maybe 10, 11 people at the most, but in 10,000 plus square feet, we're able to get apart and do all that. And, it's done a lot more than we thought it would. I mean, we're getting over 13,000 viewers on posts. We've had people check in from Puerto Rico on the last one, California, Long Beach, LA, Vegas. We get to see where everybody checks in. That's one good thing about social media, and it's actually started growing. I mean, it's big in here, but we're starting to see it more and more into the whole country, which is becoming an awesome thing. Something we never really expected would happen.
I want to remind you this half hour is brought to you as a public service of Knight's Record Service, big or small. They do it all. 899-3257, streaming live on Facebook and also on YouTube, the Wiregrass radio channel. And we are checking the comments up here. Great to see you folks logging in on Facebook Live and also on YouTube. Love to hear from you. I'll read this comment here before I pop it up for us, but we do have some comments coming in. And I'd like to remind you our guests today, Cliff Mendham from the Dothan Area Chamber of Commerce and Daniel Lewis with Premier Entertainment Group. And they're going to be doing the Friday live from downtown again this Friday night. And tell us what platforms they can watch you on.
We're going to be on. It's all on Facebook Live. You can see it on the Premier Mobile DJ page. It's Premier Mobile DJ on Facebook, Premier Entertainment Group, and we will also be simulcasting on the Wiregrass 211 Facebook page. And it starts at 6:30. It goes to about 8:30, 9 o'clock. Usually, it's about a good 2 hours.
All right, great. Here's a comment here from Dean Mitchell. I don't know if you paid Dean, Cliff, but please.
Well, Dean is the executive director of the Dothan Area Chamber of Commerce, and I mean he and his team, Matt Parker, who's the president, they have just done an outstanding and tremendous job in terms of trying to get information out during what we're dealing with, and I can't say enough about Dean in particular and Matt and everybody at the chamber and just going over and beyond trying to help not only members but also non-members. I mean, anybody that needs any information, has any questions, the chamber's there for you. We've said follow us on Facebook with social media. You can follow us on our website at dothan.com, and then also call us at the chamber itself at 792-5138. But absolutely, Dean's a great guy.
Well, they keep rolling in. Here's another one here from Jason Wright. I happen to know Jason, great guy. Dean Mitchell, Matt Parker, and all of the chamber staff have also done a great job keeping everybody up to speed with info and resources. Cliff, that's a compliment to you and your team.
Well, thank you for that. Absolutely.
All right, and also we've got a shout out here for Peg. That's Jamie, and she says love the partnership. And we look forward to Friday night.
And we're looking forward to getting back on the street, too, for Foster Fest every month.
Man, we all are.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, it's we need it for our spirit, if nothing else. We simply need it for our spirit. But like Dave says, now, see, I'm the devil on the shoulder and he's the angel on the shoulder. I'm the one that wants to get back. I watched the governor yesterday and I gritted my teeth, because I didn't think it went far enough. And Dave, we commented and talked yesterday about the fact that slow and methodical, you got to do it right or we're going to be right back in this mess again. And I appreciate that. I do.
Well, I don't know, and I'm pretty sure Cliff's got a one-word answer for this question I'm about to ask, but are you ready to shut down for another 5 weeks, Cliff?
The answer to that would be we do not want to shut down.
So I'm all in favor of slow and steady wins the race. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly right.
So, and like I said, we talked yesterday with those 3 local business owners, and they were very encouraging as far as presenting a safe and smart way to serve the community. And heck, I almost cursed. Radio is a small business, Cliff, as you well know, and our job is to spread the word when business is great and when businesses need business. So we're feeling the pinch, and we want business to get back as quickly as possible, but we also don't want to put anybody at risk. And I think
that's right.
I think everybody in the wire feels that way.
I agree completely. You gotta do it smart, and you gotta do it so that everybody's safe while doing it, for sure.
Cliff, let me ask you, any news on the second round of SBA, the PPP program? I know that there were rumors that as soon as it hit the street on Monday, it crashed the system. So.
Yeah, there's just so many people. I think there were a lot of folks that kind of got left out the first round when they were trying to get their loans in and actually didn't get in time. So that meant that all the applications for all the different banks that are out there were just sitting there ready to be entered in. And I think as soon as that green light was given to do that, as you mentioned, obviously it crashed the system and there were issues with that going on. Now, I did talk with a banker just last night, and was told that all banks are now kind of being limited as to how many they can put in at a time. So whereas we initially thought that the money may run out within the first 48 hours, I believe that has expanded and extended, and they tried to slow that just a little bit so that some of these smaller banks that may have been having a harder time trying to get in and get their loan apps in while competing with the larger banks, they could all be on the same level playing field, and get those loans in. So that was good news to hear that. And hopefully the vast majority, if not all, I hope, of anybody who's looking to get one of those loans will be able to access that and get that money in this time of need.
Small businesses. I know Dave over there, and I've known Dave for years and years, DJ Dave, and Dave Gilligan does as well. And he has built an incredible business there and surrounded himself with some professionals who know exactly what they're doing, much like Daniel here. I know that your business is mainly events and live sound reinforcement for events. And let's say it again, events. And there are none. There are none. And I know it's been a struggle for you guys as well. How have y'all been approaching this?
Well, I mean, thankfully, we have been able to work with our full-time staff every day, and we've been able to come in and every event and pretty much everything we had got shut down. But, ultimately everybody started rescheduling, trying to find ways around it and getting ready for what's going to come in the future. And we do have an install division where, we do installs for churches and anything that needs sound and lighting, event centers, anything like that. And do service contracts where we can go in and every so often refresh. We've been able to do some of those. Actually, the reason Dave's not here today is because we actually do have a job that him and one of our other employees, Steven, is working on right now. So it's, we're slowly getting some people that's been contacting us, some customers. We've been getting ready they're actually starting to schedule out some of these installs and services and things like that. And then we're starting to talk more and more on the event side of getting some shows lined up. And our DJ company, I know we're really starting to push and getting weddings lined back up. There really hasn't been much talk about the school dances yet. I think everybody's trying to wait to see what's going to happen. But I mean, we personally really hope that we're able to do something, for maybe the seniors who didn't get to graduate this year and have a prom and things like that. And then, in the future, we want to do something. We've told people any way we can help. We've talked, and as soon as something like that becomes available, we're definitely interested in being a part of it.
I've got a funny feeling that you are your company, PEG, is going to be extremely busy when they start lifting and allowing events and outdoor venues to open back up, and weddings when people feel safe about having their weddings again, and the school events. I don't know if they're probably not going to do a prom, are they, Dave?
I haven't heard yet. I've got a senior at Dothan High, and it's been a cruddy year. That's about the nicest word I can use. If you're a senior in high school this year, it's been cruddy. So hopefully we can do something. I tell you what, the more, and I've lived in the Wiregrass all my life, but the more I get to know the Wiregrass, the more I love it, because people like Cliff and Daniel and Davey, they pull together. They do what they got to do to make the Wiregrass a great place to live. And that just brings me to the great food that's served here in the Wiregrass. Guys, Cliff, do we have a contingency plan for some of our favorite local restaurants? Do we have something in place to where maybe we can encourage more delivery and more curbside pickup? And I know that doesn't cover many of the bases, but these guys they're taking the hit. They're the ones that are really, really taking the hit right now.
Yeah, absolutely. We've been from the very beginning trying to encourage everyone to order takeout and do what you can to support these restaurants and these businesses, so that hopefully they can, even though it's a small percentage of the business that they normally do, just do what they can so that they're there and will be available to get back in business once we get through this. But in terms of contingency plan, just continuing to try to get the word out, be encouraging, be positive, upbeat, and just ask people to support all of our local businesses by utilizing curbside and takeout until we can get things back up into a new normal, so to speak.
Sure.
And a lot of times you don't think about all of the restaurants that we have. Almost all of them are offering a curbside pickup So whenever you're ready to eat, it doesn't necessarily have to be a hamburger. It doesn't necessarily have to be a drive-through or fast food. Yesterday I had squash and some butter beans and some cream corn and, all prepared, big plate, got some cornbread in there. And today, chicken and rice, homemade chicken and rice. We got some great places. Get out there and eat well, eat well. It's one thing to, be in a hurry and go ahead and take care of it, but, pick it up and take it home. Go pick it up and take it home. The family is waiting, feed the family and everything. Daniel, let me concentrate on you for just a second here before we wrap this thing up. We got about 5 minutes left on Wiregrass Strong today. I want to remind the folks that it is this Friday night, and tell them again which platforms they can watch you on. It's Facebook Live, but they can go to several of the Facebook pages.
This Friday night, it's going to start at 6:30, live from downtown, virtual concert series. This one's brought to you in partnership with Wiregrass 211. It's a nonprofit organization, great local organization here in Dothan. Any kind of tip, we always have a digital tip jar on the screen that a lot of musicians do on social media. Digital tip jar, sponsorships, anything like that. All the profits for that is going to 211. We're going to be displaying the Love Dothan campaign, some of their merchandise, telling you how to get, how to purchase shirts, hats, because money from that helps out with Wiregrass 211 as well. You can watch it on Facebook. You can search Premier Entertainment Group, Premier Mobile DJ, Wiregrass 211, and Blackberry Breeze. I forgot to add that one earlier. If you've never checked these guys out, go check them out on Facebook. They're out of Auburn. I mean, I say Roll Tide, but they're out of Auburn. They're a great band.
Eagle, man. Come on now.
They're a great group of guys. They played Foster Fest before. It's going to be a really amazing show. We really, when we started this, we've never here to make $1 million. Oh man, Ricky.
Hey.
We were never here to profit. This is just always something to keep everybody working and have a good time. And any of the money that we have been able to make and all has just been to, help with the bands. Because a lot of these bands, I mean, we've had a local band, but some of them, they're traveling here on their own dime. They're doing this because they love performing too. Mm-hmm. So we really like to make sure we take care of them. If anybody would like to sponsor, we're big on helping the local businesses. We do have packages. Like I said, the money goes to help toward Wiregrass 211 after we take care of the band and a few little things. Some of the local businesses around here have been amazing. Like, you don't have to donate money to us. I mean, we're not just asking you to give us money. We know everybody is having difficult times right now. We have one that Firestone Pizza here gives us pizza every time we do it. We have other ones just coming in donating little things. If anybody would like to help out, if anybody wants to be a part of it, we have a ticker at the bottom of the screen. We display logos. We give shout outs for all the organizations. Gibson Distillery in Headland brought us hand sanitizer. That's not something you think about you need, but you really do need. It smells like some of their other products, but it works really well. But yeah, they're awesome. Brought us all kind of stuff. You can message us on Facebook. You can email me. It's daniel@pegproduction.com. And until we're able to get back on the street, we're doing this bi-weekly. We're already kind of got an idea of who our entertainment's going to be for the next couple out. And I think they're just going to get bigger. And we've been getting more and more viewership. It's becoming a bigger thing. And like I said, you were talking about us being busy as soon as everything opens back up. We've taken a couple days off here and there because we know when that time comes, we're not going to have a life anymore. Mm-hmm. Also, the reason why this has been moved is this is now a permanent situation for us. We were never a broadcast company. We were in entertainment, but apparently now we are. And so, we do. I mean, the world has changed, and the digital platform is becoming bigger and bigger. And I really think that you're going to see a lot more of filmed concerts and, even just small concerts and things like that are going to be filmed in live stream. And so, it's a new venue or a new venture to go down. It's a new thing to add to our product list. And, we're happy to do it. It's been a learning process for us, but you've been here, Ricky. You can tell we have fun doing it. So.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And Daniel, thank you so much. I know you have reached out to me. I've been very busy, but let me just go ahead and pledge now the resources of Wiregrass Radio over the next couple of days. We'll make sure that Friday night's a big hit, and here from here on out, you can count on us. Okay.
Okay. I appreciate it. And you're always welcome to stop by and say hello, any of you, if you'd like to. Just let us know.
Long as y'all got the cooler full over there.
I want to give one more shout out. our business, we're located in Bob Woodall's building. We're in here, and he has been a huge help, just, personally, and everything he's done for us. He's helped us out. We're in our warehouse, this, 100+ degrees during the summer. He's helped us out with fans, air conditioning. He's just been a big moral support. Anything he can do, he's always been one there to help him. So I want to give a big shout out to Bob and everybody there. They've helped us out every week that we need to do this. So.
Well, Bob knows people in the air conditioned business, so
yeah, he knows a few.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Bob is actually a former past chairman of the Dothan Area Chamber of Commerce, and he and I are both board members of the Dothan Downtown Redevelopment Authority. So we certainly appreciate everything you're doing in downtown, and thank you for everything, Daniel.
Well, we appreciate it, and we're just glad to be a part of it, honestly.
Gentlemen, thank y'all so much for being with us today. Don't forget, it is this Friday night. It is live from downtown, and it is Peg. You can look them up on Facebook. Daniel, thank you so much for being with us today. We appreciate it.
Appreciate it again, Ricky. Thank y'all.
And Cliff, as usual, thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate the information from the chamber, and we certainly appreciate everything you are doing over there. What a wonderful job you and your team do. And let me just go ahead and remind folks, you have an incredible website, Dothan.com. Go check that out. And Cliff, thank you for being with us.
That's right. Thank you. And one final thing I want to say is the chamber, we want to make sure and encourage everyone to make sure and fill your census out, because we need that information for representation purposes and for federal funding that we receive that funds our roads, bridges, Medicare, school lunches. So if you have not done so, please make a push to do that. Thank you all guys for everything. We appreciate
Absolutely.
you.
And don't forget, we talked to the Secretary of State here a couple of weeks back, and he was pushing absentee voting registration for the upcoming July 14th runoff election. So if you want to absentee vote, go ahead and get your application in, and make sure you check the box that says you are infirmed or taking care of someone who is sick, and that will be your cause for your absentee ballot. Tomorrow, we're going to have Dr. Lee Hughes on here, anesthesiologist. We're going to be talking about the medical side of things. And Daniel, you mentioned Wiregrass 211. David Duke and also Gary Griffin are going to be in here with us on Friday.
They'll probably remind you of this too, because we've been in. Those guys are awesome. Ever since we started talking to them, they've just anything they can do to help, and they're going to be here Friday to talk about Wiregrass 211 when everything gets kicked off, and they're doing a lot for us as well. And we're excited to be partnered up with them.
Dave, thank you so much for being with us today, Dave.
You're welcome, Ricky. Thank you for having me on.
You can catch Dave tomorrow morning. It is Pollard and Dave right here on Wiregrass Radio B1053. Cliff, thank you so much. And also, Daniel, we appreciate you being with us from Premier Entertainment Group. All right, folks, we'll do it again tomorrow. I want to remind you this half hour is brought to you as a public service of Knights Record Service, big or small. They do it all, 899-3257 in Ashford, Dothan, and Headland. I know them personally. They're great folks. Go see them, all right? And we'll do it again tomorrow, streaming live on Facebook at B1053. You can go back and watch the show if you missed any of the information. And on YouTube, our Wiregrass Radio channel. So until tomorrow, stay safe, Wiregrass. And we now return you to your normal program.